let's talk about if if you never painted before, if you're a photographer, but you would like to convert your photo into unique and beautiful painting. How you can do it? I will show you. Here I have opened my Peer, just like that. I have simple white background and I have two layers right now. One layer is background layer and top layer is my Peer. First of all, I would like to bring your attention to this. If you have your background, let me open my library. 1 second, I will open my library to show you. Okay, this is edit. If you have your photo like this, you don't have to add anything to it. It's beautiful photo, beautiful background. You can start working on your painting right away because this is I don't see anything I would like to adjust in this photo. But if you have simple white background, you definitely need to adjust your photo before you will start your painting process. Why? Because mixer brush tool will paint your Peer, but mixer brush tool will not see any information in your background to work with. So it will be after you will finish working on your after you will finish working on Peer painting, you will have simple and boring background. Because today class is all about painting, not selection or anything like that, let's say you already isolated your background. You have two layers, one background layer and one layer is your Peer. How you can make this background layer more interesting? Definitely you can click on background layer and apply any color to your background layer. But again, it will be very boring colored background. What I will recommend you to apply any textured background to your painting background. In this case, your painting will be more interesting. I'm using flypaper texture for my all needs. I love those texture. I'm using them all the time. So this is website. I will provide you with all links in this class. So if you will click on buy paper flypaper textures, you will see here all textures you can use. They separated by some specific libraries or packs. You can name it as you like. You don't have to buy all of them. You can buy only one. You can click on example. Let's see. You can click on Painterly backgrounds and you can preview all textures in this library before you will buy them. So I love them. I'm using them all the time in my photography workflow or painting workflow. And here I have opened this texture. I will select it and I will copy it. I will be back to my Peer. I will bring size of my document down, zoom out, for better preview for you, edit and paste, just like that. Yes, it's okay. And now I have this beautiful background. This background is a little bit bigger than the size of my document because I created my document in smaller size. So what I will do, I will adjust it just like that. Look at this. I will click OK. I will zoom in my document to show you. Look at this. Now we have a very beautiful background. Look at this. My mixer brush tool will be so happy to start the job. Before we will do it, I will recommend you to copy your flypaper layer because I would like to show you something by the end of this segment. And I will hide one of texture layers. Now I have 3 layers and 1 layer is hidden. What I will do, I will ask Photoshop to merge visible, just like that. And now I have hidden layer, flypaper texture layer on top, and at the bottom I have my pier. I will duplicate my pier layer just to show you before and after, and I will start working on my painting. First thing first, I will zoom in my document extremely like that to preview every single pixel in my document. And I will switch to the mixer brush tool. I will click on it. I can use any mixer brush I like. Because I mentioned today we will be using default brushes, I will use soft round pressure opacity and flow brush, just like that. In the option bar, I will specify clean the brush after each brush stroke. It's very important. I will specify wet, load, mix and flow 100% each. I will bring size of my brush down just like that. And I will start on my painting. If you zooming in your document, you will need to bring size of your brush down. If you're zooming out your document, you will need to make your size of your brush bigger. Smaller size of your brush will create smooth transition between colors, and you will create your painting like in Leonardo da Vinci style. If you would like to create something in Van Gogh style, I will recommend you to use more texturized mixer brush tool and make size of your brush a little bit bigger. So also it's important to apply your brush stroke following original subject original line flow. So you see that I'm applying brush stroke from top to the bottom, short brush strokes, and I'm releasing my hand, short brush stroke, and I'm releasing my hand. I'm not applying brush strokes from the left side to the right just like that, or from the right side to the left. In this case, I will break original pier line flow because I'm trying to create beautiful art. I will preserve my pier original line flow, and I will continue working on my painting. So from top to the bottom or from bottom to the top, it's up to you, just like that. I will make my brush size a little bit bigger because I don't want to keep you here longer than it's supposed to be. What I'm trying to show you, I want to show you one thing. Example, let me blend it here a little bit more. Look at this, my mixer brush tool mixing all my colors. Mixer brush tool picks colors, information from your canvas, blending colors together and bringing back colors to your canvas, into your canvas, just like that. Now let me zoom out. See, let me move it just like that, a little bit like that. Okay, now if I zoomed in my document and I will switch back to my mixer brush tool, I will need to make my brush size bigger. Like I mentioned just a second ago, when you're zooming in your document, you will need to make brush size smaller. When you're zooming out your document, you will need to make your brush size bigger. Now, again, if you would like to create your painting in more Leonardo da Vinci style, I will recommend you to zoom in your document extremely close to you and use smaller size of your brush to create beautiful transition between all details in your painting, to create your unique art in Leonardo da Vinci style, just like that. Now, what I'm trying to show you, I finished just under 1 minute painting of my pier, but I don't have beautiful transition between my colors. I can see a transition between my brush strokes. If you would like to fix it, bring wet in your option bar. Wet numbers under 20%, between 11 and 20%. Same applies to load, between 12 and 20. Mix and flow under 50 each. And now your brush, your mixer brush tool will blend borders between your details and colors in your pier. Look at this. Make your brush size bigger, just like that, and blend all your colors together. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Your pier is ready. Now let's talk about a background. Look, this is before and this is after, just like that. Same applies to your leaf. And let's talk about background. Background technique exactly same as we used in our pier painting. So what you need your time to have patience and time. But before you will start working on your painting, on your leaf or your background, I will recommend you to duplicate your background. Why? Your layer. Why? Because if after 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 2 hours you will decide that you mess up something with this leaf, or you would like to paint in different way, you don't have to start all painting from scratch. What you will need to do, you will need to delete only your leaf background. You can duplicate your layer, or you can create a new empty layer. In this case, when you will select your mixer brush tool, you will need to specify sample all layers. In that case, mixer brush tool will pick information from your current layer and all layers below it. This is important to specify sample all layers if you are not cloning, not copying your layer, and you are creating a new layer instead. Creating a new layer instead will help you to bring to have your document in less size. And of course, you will need to rename your layers. Double click on any layer and rename it. Example, I will rename it to background, just like that. You have to rename your layers because at some point I have more than 1,000 layers and I cannot remember all layers. So I always renaming my layers. Even if you have only 5 layers, rename them. After you will finish your painting, you will have something like this. Here, guys, you will see that I have some texture on top of my pier. And in our painting, I don't have any texture. If you're satisfied with this pier without any texture, it's great. It's your art. But if you would like to have something more texturized, just bring back visibility of your fly paper texture. Remember, we copied it, and change blend mode for this layer, just like that. Example, I will change blend mode to linear burn, and also I will bring down opacity of this layer, and voila, look at this. I would like to bring your attention to this. Always finish your entire painting. Don't leave any areas in your image not painted. What I'm trying to say, if you will look at this image, you will see that we have painted our pier, but we didn't paint our background. So now it's like half painting. Never do this. always, always, always finish your painting. Finish your background painting, finish entire peer painting, because you are creating your art. You are creating your unique art. Always, always, always finish it. If you don't have time, just save your work and come back later on and continue working on your painting. If you have more details in your photo, you will need to spend more time on your painting. If you have less details, you will spend less time. Remember it. And by the end, you will have something like this. So this is how easy you can create your own unique painting based on your photo layer. So guys, stay with me. I will show you how you can apply painting effect just in one click in our next segment. Stay with me. I will be back just in a second. Now, let's talk about how you can convert your photo into your unique and beautiful painting just in one click. I have opened this image. By the way, I downloaded and licensed this image for free from Adobe website, for Adobe Stock. And what I will do now, I will click on Filter, Stylize, and Oil Paint, just like that. Click on it, and just like that, Photoshop will redirect you to Oil Paint workspace. First of all, you will need to check preview box to be able to preview your image in real time. And now, by the way, you can bring zoom in or zoom out your painting, your image, if you like. I prefer to have it zoom in just like that to preview my oil painting effect I'm trying to apply to my photo. Here we have 4 sliders: stylization, clearness, scale, and breast detail. If you would like to apply Leonardo da Vinci style of painting, oil painting effect to your image, you will need to be very careful with all those sliders. If you will move stylization slider to the right, you will apply more dramatic brush stroke to your painting. You can preview. Look at this. Look at this. It's more dramatic. Look at this brush stroke. If you will move your clearness slider to the right, all the way to the right, you will smooth out those brush strokes. Look at this. See? So now we have 2 sliders, 2 top sliders moved all the way to the right. Just like that. Look at this. It's not too bad. It's beautiful. Everything based on your depend on your style of your preferences. Nothing is wrong to apply some specific style you like to your photo to create your unique painting. It's up to you. Now let's move scale slider all the way to the right. Look at this. Scale slider, apply scale to your brushstroke. Let's talk about breast details. Let's move the slider all the way to the right. Now we have more details applied to our brushstroke. Now we have kind of more Van Gogh style of painting applied to our photo. I love this style. I love Van Gogh style. I love Leonardo da Vinci style. I love Renaissance and Impressionist style of painting equally. So I have no personal preferences. Everything depends on my mood, of my client preferences, and of art I would like to create today. Now let's move all sliders to the left, just like that. Just like that. Now we don't have any painting effect, oil paint effect applied to our image. I will move stylization slider to the right a little bit Same with cleanness, and I will move a little bit breasty details to the right. Same with scale, just slightly. Now I will play with all sliders. I will play with each slider to create my own unique art. And look at this. Now, just with few clicks, I created more Renaissance style of painting. Guys, just moving my sliders, and I'm ready to go. My painting is ready. But before I will say we are done, I would like to bring your special attention to lighting workspace. This workspace is very important when you combining 2 or 3 images in one painting. If you have 2 or 3 or 5 or more layers, or only 2 layers, and you would like to align all lights in harmony. So you can change light angle to complement one layer to another. But shine slider could change your painting dramatically. If I will move my shine slider all the way to the right, I will create more fresco effect applied to my image. Again, nothing is wrong about fresco effect applied to your image. Nothing is wrong with fresco style of painting. It's up to you. If you will move your slider to the left, you will create more Renaissance. You will apply more Renaissance, shine, finishing details to your painting. It's up to you. Personally, I never move my shine slider more than 0.9. And look at this. Just in one click, we created this beautiful painting based on our photo. Look at this. How amazing is it? So, if you don't have time, if you want to create a painting just in one click, moving a few sliders to the left or to the right, this style of painting is for you. Stay with me. I will show you something which will speed up your painting workflow dramatically. Stay with me. I will be back just in a second.